For 4.6 billion years, our sun has burned with the exact same quiet intensity. We live our entire lives under this steady golden-orange heat. Every biological process on Earth, from the crops we grow to the way our retinas process light, evolved around this precise output. We expect it to rise every morning, exactly as it did the day before. We've built an entire civilization on a single, silent assumption that the star keeping us alive is a permanent, unchanging fixture. Tomorrow morning at 6:02 a.m., the world wakes to a silent, electric blue glare. The sun occupies its usual place in the sky, but it is vibrating with a harsh, synthetic-looking glow. At first, people grab their phones. Millions of pictures flood social media. Commenters call it a stunning sunrise, treating it like a rare eclipse or a strange weather trick. Inside Mission Control, telemetry data confirms a catastrophic shift. Sensor readings from deep space probes show the star itself has transformed, spiking in temperature and energy output far beyond the reach of atmospheric distortion. This temperature scale shows why that data is so terrifying. We tend to associate blue with ice and cold water, but in astronomy, blue stars are the hottest objects in the universe. Our yellow sun sits at 5,500 degrees Celsius. A blue star blazes past 20,000 degrees. At that temperature, the change in color is a byproduct of a massive surge in total energy. The star is now blasting out a radically different spectrum of light than our planet has ever experienced. The crowds photographing this beautiful sunrise are completely unaware. They are documenting a timer ticking down to a planetary catastrophe. Within hours, the world looks visibly wrong. The ambient light is so intense that shadows across the pavement become razor-sharp, losing their soft, familiar edges. Behind that glaring light is a massive, invisible spike in extreme ultraviolet radiation. This high-energy light is bombarding the upper atmosphere with a ferocity Earth has never encountered. Sensitive electronics are the first to give out. Orbiting satellites taking the brunt of the radiation experience severe electrical shorts, blinding global communication networks and GPS tracking. Down on the surface, hospitals flood with patients. Stepping outside for even 5 minutes results in third-degree burns and immediate cellular damage. Our ozone layer evolved to block a manageable amount of UV light from a yellow star. Against a blue star, our atmospheric shielding is effectively useless. A few weeks into the blue sun, global weather systems buckle under the extreme thermal load. Ocean currents warp, triggering deadly, prolonged heat waves across entire continents. Look at the sunlight piercing the water surface here. That radiation acts like a magnifying glass. The heat literally boils the shallow oceans, rapidly bleaching and killing massive networks of coral reefs. On land, the food chain shatters. Plants rely on photosynthesis, a process calibrated for yellow and red light. Bombarded by harsh blue light, entire harvests wither in the fields. Billions of animals are driven into mass confusion. Entire bird migrations, insect breeding cycles, and predator hunting patterns are all triggered by the specific warmth and color of a yellow sun. Governments scramble for immediate global countermeasures. Engineers draw up blueprints like this for sprawling, enclosed cities, shielded by dense, UV-resistant glass, just to allow people to safely survive outside their basements. We are watching the total collapse of a complex biosphere entirely because the precise biological conditions required for our survival were suddenly swapped out.
But if you ask an astrophysicist how this could actually happen, they will point out a glaring problem with this entire scenario. This graphic illustrates a rigid law. A star's color and temperature are directly tied to its mass and size. You cannot change one without drastically changing the other. If our sun suddenly burned blue while staying the exact same size, that equilibrium shatters. It defies all known models of stellar evolution. Witnessing a blue sun holding its normal place in the sky is a physical impossibility. You would be watching the laws of physics themselves break apart. Our reality works because these cosmic rules are totally rigid. We only exist because these physical constants refuse to bend. Which brings us back to this. A completely ordinary, quiet morning. The type of yellow sunrise we often take for granted. Every single leaf in that forest, every drop in the ocean, and every beat of your heart
relies on a star burning at precisely 5,500 degrees Celsius. Life on Earth is the byproduct of 4 billion years of solar stability. Our existence depends entirely on our star remaining exactly as it is. If you woke up tomorrow to an electric blue sky, would you go outside to look, or would you hide inside forever? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to hit subscribe to Future Decoded, because out there in the deep universe, the most beautiful phenomena are usually the deadliest.